All right, guys, we're going to get started. I don't know why my timer started over. We are in a new studio and all of the fun things are happening over here today, but that's okay. We are going to roll with it, and we have such a fun topic. I know you guys love to chat about marketing. That's one of our most requested things here on the channel. So today we're talking about fall creatives specifically for you travel agents. So if you want to get some great ideas on what you should be doing for your fall creatives, if you want to get a sneak peek at some of my promotions and what I'm doing, and if you want to have coffee and talk travel, keep on watching. That's what we're talking about today. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. We put out new content every single week to help you with your travel businesses, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you are new to the channel, type a little "I'm new" below. I would love to say hello. And if you are new, let me introduce myself. My name is Cyndi Williams. I started in the travel industry 27 years ago. I own and operate my own award-winning, nationally recognized travel agency, but I'm best known for being the CEO of Careers on Vacation, which helps people just like you launch, grow, and supersize your travel businesses. And today we are talking about fall creatives. I want to take a poll. I want to start with a poll today. How many of you guys have your fall creatives, at least a few fall creatives, planned and already scheduled? Tell me in comments, say yes or no. I want to know either way. That's what today's show is about. So even if you don't have them done yet, don't even worry. We totally have you covered. But I'm just curious. One of the things we train our clients in Careers on Vacation is when they set up their marketing machines to get their marketing done 3 months in advance. So it's running on autopilot. And I want to drive that point home because you guys know, or maybe you don't know if you're newer in the industry, but when it starts to get busier, right? Heading into wave season at the beginning of the year, making sure that you have things on autopilot is what really helps you streamline your cash flow. Then what I mean by that is you're not going to have time to go, what do I want to post today? What do I want to market today on my channel, right? Or on my different platforms that I have, because you're going to be busy booking trips. So what a lot of times happens, especially with new agents who are kind of in their first couple years in the industry, is they're like, wow, this is great. Wave season's so awesome. It's amazing. And they make all these bookings at the beginning of the year. Then something happens in March, early April. And it's like, what's happening? I'm not getting as many leads. Well, you're in busy season, but while you were in busy season, you weren't marketing to kind of get that next wave. So I always talk about creating a wave season year round and making sure that you're kind of plugging those gaps to protect your cash flow, to make sure that you have income coming in all year long, not just during wave season. The thing that helps you do that is marketing. It's so important. So today we're really going to dive into fall marketing. It's one of my favorite seasons. You guys know I love a good coffee mug. Today we're going with sweater weather is not sweater weather here in Austin. I'm in Austin, y'all. But just be honest, it's like 100 degrees outside. And can we pause for a moment for these earrings? Hello. Oh my gosh. My team, Emily and Karen, went to the ASTA conference and they sent me, this is a little gift from Chicago. How pretty is that? So I just have to take a moment for the earrings, because you guys know I love my earrings. You know I love travel and I love coffee mugs. So let's dive in. And I want to start talking about kind of the basics to make sure you know what a creative is, because that's different from what a campaign is. And I also want to talk about what your goal is with marketing, right? So some fundamentals that you should know. And by the way, if you guys have questions, please post them in comments. This is a live stream. I'm going to, at the end of my content, the end of my training, I'm going to go back and I'm going to answer any questions that you guys have. So feel free to post those in the chat box or just say hello. I'd love to know that you're watching. So first things first, what is a creative? A creative is a term used to describe a marketing piece. So a creative can be a postcard, a creative can be a social media post, a creative can be a YouTube video, basically anything that you create, right, for the purposes of marketing your business, marketing a particular trip that you want to sell, marketing a certain promotion. That is what a creative is. A good marketing plan is going to have a campaign, right? And a campaign is different from a creative. Don't get those confused. The creatives are what feed into the campaign. So let me do this from kind of like a branch down approach. So your campaign might be, I want to fill a retreat, right? Maybe you have 10 rooms blocked for the spring. You're selling a spring break retreat or whatever it is. So you want to run a campaign. Your purpose, your goal is to sell those rooms for that spring break trip, right? So you want to run a campaign to do that. So you know what your goal is, right? To sell those rooms, sell that block that you have, and make the commission that's going to come with that. And your campaign is, what's a campaign? What's a concept that I can put together to sell all of those rooms? Once you come up with that concept or that theme for the campaign, maybe it's, relax the spring break in paradise. Like that might be the name of a campaign. And then underneath the campaign, right, is, okay, now what creatives are going to go under that? So hopefully that kind of walks you through how I map out marketing. Like and I'm going to share some of my fall campaigns here with you in a second. So you'll get to see how I kind of put together stuff. We were really out of the box one we're doing this weekend. I think it'll be a fun one to share. But when I put together a campaign, I think about, what is the goal, right? What do I want to do? What do I want to accomplish? And then the second thing is, okay, what campaign do I build around this that's going to support my goal? And then now, what are the tangible creatives, right? What are the tangible little pieces? What social media posts am I going to put out? What Instagram stories? What YouTube videos? What are all of those creatives I'm going to plug into the campaign for the purpose of meeting my goal? Okay. So in a nutshell, of course, when you're a Careers on Vacation client, we have 3 entire weeks of marketing that we're training you, but I'm condensing down for you guys in bite-sized nuggets at the simplest form, kind of the branch structure of marketing and how I put that together. So, and by the way, if you guys are brand new and you're like, what is this lady talking about? I want to be a travel agent, but I don't know anything about marketing. That's okay. We all started somewhere. If you're in think about it phase, should I be a travel agent? Go get my masterclass, the 5 shifts to a 6-figure travel business and beyond. Some of my best 6 and 7-figure clients started right here with this free class. It's totally free. I created it because we get hundreds of messages on social media. Cyndi, should I be a travel agent? Is the travel industry for me? All of those things. This is how you find out. Take the masterclass, find out what it takes to get in the industry, how to avoid the pitfalls. That's probably the biggest one right now. And what you should really know before you get started. So do that and come back and watch this live stream later, or watch now, then go to the class. Whatever's good for you. I'll link it down below on the YouTube video. All right, so I have a 2-step method when I'm thinking about, so if you're sitting right now and you haven't done your fall campaigns, right? You're like, so I'm watching this video, Cyndi, tell me what to do. If you're thinking about what to do, I want you to start with a 2-step method. Real simple, real simple. I want you to marry the season with what you want to sell. Okay. In its simplest form for seasonal campaigns, which we're talking about fall creatives today, in its simplest form, what is the season going to be when this comes out? And what do I want to sell? What is your goal of what you want to sell? Okay. So whether it's a retreat, whether it's just driving leads, whatever the case is, put your mind in the mind of your client. So if I'm going into September, August starts in school here, but let's just say September, back to school, right? Especially if you do family travel, everyone's mind is on back to school. So how can I marry back to school seasonality with stuff I want to sell? Well, guess what? Back to school time is a great time to be filling your spring break. And they're already thinking about school. School has spring break. That's the next time their family is going to be able to come together as a family. You only get 18 years together with your kids under your roof, if you're lucky, right? All of those things. So if I'm tying in that lot of see how I walk through the thinking of that? I'm a parent. I'm sending my kids back to school. Oh my gosh, it's sad, but it's also I'll have some free time. And the next time we're going to get free time is spring break. And maybe I should be booking my spring break trip. So if you can draw that through line in your marketing and the things that you say, the visuals you create, the videos that you do, if you can do that successfully and invite people to do business with you or to book a consultation, that's how you start to develop a campaign that can be really successful. So if I'm going to run a back to school campaign, then you can get to the place where you're like, okay, let me pull some creatives and let me get some creative messaging. Let me get some good copy that will support the concept of this marketing campaign and my goal of selling that spring break trip. So hopefully that's helpful to walk you guys through that process. Give me like a thumbs up or a heart emoji if that was helpful to understand conceptually how you should be thinking about marketing. October is the same thing. And I'm going to actually brain dump some creative ideas for you here in a second and kind of fall ideas. And actually, let's do that now. So if I'm going into September, October, November, some things that I'm just gonna like ramble off, like fall back in love with travel again. I always do a series here in fall that says fall back in love with your travel business again, right? From a coaching training perspective, because in fall, it's a great time where my clients, you guys, are like have a little more time. Kids went back to school, but I think that same campaign could totally be used for your travel agencies this year, because everybody has had a pause from travel, but we have loads of people traveling again. Or we have that group, right, that's a little hesitant. They have a little bit of fear, but they really want to travel. So reaching that unique audience in this unique way right now in fall, you could have a whole campaign about fall back in love with travel again, right? If your goal is to sell vacations, that's your campaign, then you start plugging in all different types of creatives, and you can go wild on the types of creatives that you can create under that campaign structure. Back to school, we talked about that one. So great time to be doing spring break. Are you traveling? Right? If you are traveling personally, right? You as the travel agent, travel advisor, if you're going anywhere, how are you going to leverage that trip? In Careers on Vacation, I always tell people, I'm going to teach you how to not only not lose money on any travel that you book, I'm going to teach you how to make money on every single trip you take from here on out. But think about, where are you traveling? How could you present that? Does it make sense to put it into a campaign? Could I create creatives, whether it's grabbing pictures, doing some videos? Could you get some stock or content that you can repurpose as creatives later? So if you're traveling, don't forget about that. Or even if you're doing stuff locally, the pumpkin patch, the holiday stuff that's going on, the back to school, like what are things you can tie into the campaigns you have going on locally or while you're traveling? Another one that I think would be really genius, and we're kind of doing this on the Careers on Vacation side more than the travel agency side, but I totally think you guys could use this on the travel agency side, because there's a lot of fear around travel right now. When you think of the month of October, we think about the season plus what you want to sell. I think October would be a great month for you guys to talk about what is scary in travel right now. It's okay to have those conversations with your clients, because one, it positions you as an expert, but also they're really curious. What can I travel to safely? What do I need to know? How do I need to protect my family? A lot of people are like, I'm ready to travel, but I'm a little nervous. Like, what do I need to know? So if you fashion a campaign out of what are you scared of? Like maybe you make it a 2-part series, or maybe it's just creatives that you put out on social media, or maybe it's to your email list, well-crafted emails, whatever the thing is. I think that's a good concept for October. Just like an educational campaign around taking the fear, dispelling the fear myths on some different levels for certain locations, right? What's Disney doing? What's Universal doing? What's going on with cruises? What's going on internationally? Those are things you can be talking about right now to help people. All right, so that was kind of a brain dump. If you guys are doing other creatives, tell me in comments. I'd love to hear what you guys are working on. And I just love to read. I'm a marketing nerd. You guys know this. I love travel. I love marketing. Earrings, earrings, sweaters, and I love cupcakes, which we're going to talk about here in a second. So we have this fun thing happening. It's totally impromptu. Like, you guys, my marketing is scheduled out almost 6 months in advance. Like, I already have holiday promos, Thanksgiving promos. We're already working on New Year's stuff and into spring of next year. That's how far in advance that I do my stuff, because I am the teacher. I need to teach you, right? So I better be on top of my game. So all of that stuff is done, but I had a last minute impromptu one. And it was so random, but I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to play well this fall. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram already, please go over to @wanderlustceo and give it a follow if you want to see my crazy life. Because yes, I run 2 travel companies. I'm a mom of 3, and all of the things are happening over there that are crazy. But what happened on Instagram is I don't know if you guys saw, but at Disney, right? Let's get my hidden Mickey. Look, can you guys see the ears? This is supposed to be my non-Disney set, and I literally put a hidden Mickey. Anyway, a couple weeks ago, Disney Food Blogs posted a great post about the new Up cupcakes in Animal Kingdom. And I was like, what is happening right now? If you don't know me, I'm a huge, Up is one of my favorite Disney movies. We did a campaign back in February, the grape soda campaign. And if you've been following me that long, I'm obsessed with the movie Up, and I love like the wrist. I love everything, like the shirts, the pillow. I have it all. I have a whole set. Like if you go back to like February timeframe, you can see my whole set. Anyway, they came out with these Up cupcakes, and I just posted a funny thing on my Instagram, and I said, would it be crazy to go all the way to Disney just for this cupcake? And it kind of started out as a joke, but I took this poll with my community, and you guys, it was something like 91% of my community is like, yeah, you should totally fly to Disney just to get a cupcake. And then I started thinking, I was like, I'm gonna do this. Should I do this? Should I like make a vlog about this? Should I like, this would be really crazy. Like, especially because my kids are in school right now. So if I did it, I'd have to like leave late Friday night and like stay like maybe 2 nights, all for the purpose of just going to the Animal Kingdom and getting this cupcake, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not just gonna do it for the purpose of doing it, because obviously I wouldn't just like fly to Disney for a cupcake, but I'm going to build a campaign around this funny story that started out as an Instagram joke. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to challenge accepted. I am going to fly, and I'm going like this week. I'm going on Friday. I am flying to Disney, and I am going to go with my son, and we're going to go get the cupcake. We're going to do the thing, and we're going to vlog it all, and we're going to create pictures and videos and a story about it. And that's what good marketing is. It's a story, right? So it's a very out of the box marketing thing that we're doing for fun and that we're going to share. So we're literally out of that one little like spark of inspiration, we're building an entire campaign for the travel agency. So that's one thing I'm doing this fall. And of course, it's kind of crazy and kind of out of the box, but I'm a super marketer, guys. This is the kind of stuff I test so I can tell my Careers on Vacation students what works and what doesn't work. So we're going to run the tests. We're going to have the cupcake. We're going to do all the things, and I will keep you posted. Another thing we're doing this fall, if there's ever something exciting that happens in your business, this is a great thing to model. We just hit, and thank you so much. I have to give myself a little bit of confetti. I want to thank you guys for not only making us the #1 channel for travel agent education on YouTube, the #1 channel for travel agents on YouTube. We just exceeded, we blew it away. We're like at 15,000 subscribers, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I think we're at like 15,300 now, and literally 15,000 we just hit last week. So, but this is so exciting. We've been working so hard at growing our YouTube, bringing you guys valuable content, doing all the things. So thank you for sharing this channel and telling people. It really, obviously it's spreading like wildfire, but we're going to put a campaign around that just to thank you guys. We're going to run a contest. So I don't have the link yet. I will have it probably in like 2 weeks, but stay tuned because I'm going to be giving away crazy prizes the whole month of October. So I'm going to create a campaign for Careers on Vacation to give prizes to you to celebrate our 15,000 followers, right? So that's another thing that we're working on. And then October, we are definitely going to pull out the costumes, do all of the crazy things. You know, we try to do top-notch marketing, so we do some fun out-of-the-box stuff here. So I encourage you definitely to follow along, watch our campaigns too. But I want to recap for a second. And some of my ideas might seem too crazy or like, oh, I wouldn't do for you. That's okay. Just start back in that place where you were marrying what is the season to what I want to sell. Marry those two things together, and from that, gain some marketing inspiration and start in that place, and hopefully that helps you. Now, keep in mind, if you are totally new to marketing, I get it. I was not always a marketer. No one's born a marketer, right? I've been in this industry 27 years. For the first 7-8 years of my career, I worked for companies that they did the marketing and fed leads, right? But then I got into upper management, understood how marketing works in a big way. And that's what we've boiled down into Careers on Vacation, is how to put a solid marketing foundation on the home-based travel business. So we teach you how to build these campaigns, what you should be building, how to decide what niche, how to market that niche, how to make yourself most profitable, how to monetize your travel business. So if these tips are great and you walk away, I hope they bring you $1 million, all of the things. But if you know you need help with this stuff and what I'm saying is resonating with you, I want to encourage you to check out our Careers on Vacation program. This is our 12-week mastermind, you guys, where we walk you through 12 weeks of great education. There are live classes. You get a personal private coach because not everybody is in the same place in their travel business. In fact, everybody is in a different place. You get to work with my same team that took me from 6 figures a year to multiple 6 figures a month. You get access to that team that will help you build your marketing machine as well. Plus, we have over 130 case studies on YouTube, you guys. It's crazy. So if that sounds like fun, go over to careersonvacation.com/ready now to apply for the program. We'll have a free complimentary discovery call to help you map your goals and get clarity on your travel vision. If it is a match to work together, we'll talk to you about how to get on the wait list for Careers on Vacation. We are in a little bit of a wait list right now. It's been our busiest year ever, and part of that is because travel is back. Everybody is wanting not just the average travel agent, they want a skilled, certified travel agent, and Careers on Vacation is a certified program and it is an ASTA affiliated. If you don't know what ASTA is, it's the American Society of Travel Advisors. It is like the gold standard of the industry, right? In fact, we were just at the ASTA conference, Emily and Karen. That's where we got these pretty little earrings. So love it. All right, I'm going to put my glasses on and we're going to go over and we are going to check out all of the comments and see what questions you guys have for me this morning. So excited. And by the way, if you're catching this later, I want you to remind you, you guys can set an alarm that I go live in this class or in this group every single Wednesday at 10 a.m. And that's a great place to start. Elma, good morning. Elma's actually in my year-long, you guys. She's a Careers on Vacation graduate, and she is growing her team up in Canada. Here for some creative inspo. I love it, Alma. Yeah, and of course, Alma, you know you can go to Mod 5 COV, and then you're going through Wanderlust CEO, so you're going to get some even better, cool stuff for sure. Amy says, I love the new studio. So Amy, the funny thing is, so we're building out our corporate offices. I don't know if you guys missed the live stream last week. I kind of shared a secret sneak peek. We're going to have a big reveal on that too. But we were thinking about, the company's grown, of course, in the years that we've been in business. And it was time to move to like a bigger space because we were working out of our home for so many years. And my husband and I have owned other business and we have had like real estate property, or not real estate. We've had like leases, right? Like storefront property is what I was trying to say. And we just felt like that wasn't a fit because we don't have to serve clients that walk in. We serve you guys, but we were bursting out the seams. We bought a house here in Austin. We bought a house and we're converting it into our headquarters. It has been so much fun. So this is one of the YouTube studio rooms. We're going to have more to share with you guys. But this little map, my hidden Mickey, I'm calling it my hidden Mickey map, is kind of temporary. This wall is going to change in the coming weeks. And I can't wait to show you guys. It's going to be incredible. But stay tuned because we have more areas that you haven't even seen yet that are so fun. All right. Alma doesn't have her marketing done yet. It's okay, Alma. I know what you've been working on. You just graduated COV, so you have been doing all of the things and going through the pieces, so you're good. Michelle says, not yet. Hoping to get a creative spark today. Good. So hopefully we've given you some ideas, Michelle. And again, remember, marry the season with what you want to sell. That's the magic formula. Amy says, yes, learn how and when to schedule my creatives in COV. Yay! Amy's a COV grad too. So she's got her marketing planned and scheduled and running on autopilot. Amy, how does that feel when you can just like wake up and your stuff is just going out and you can focus on your clients and booking those trips every day? I love it. Kristen, hey lady, how are you? From Massachusetts. I love it. Kristen's a grad too, you guys. I love it. Alma says, come visit me in Canada in the fall to experience some real sweater weather. Okay, Alma, no. I'm going to tell you why. I grew up in Michigan, girl, and I was offered a transfer with the travel company I worked for when I was 24 years old. And I was like, I'm going to try it for a year. My whole family was like, just go for a year. Just go for a year. Go to Texas for a year. Yeah, that was like 20 years ago now, 24, 25 years ago. It's a long time. So I go back to visit. When I do go back to visit, though, I go back in the fall. I try to go in the fall. This year we had to go in summer because kids' schedules. But yes, it is beautiful. It is real sweater weather. But I lived sweater weather for 24 years of my life. And I finally threw the scraper, the window scraper in your car. I threw it away. We don't need it here in Austin. The year I threw it away, we had the big ice storm last year, but I regress. Carrie, good morning. Good to see you. Lee says not yet. That's okay, Lee. You guys are working on it. Natalie, thanks for tagging your friends. Carrie says, I love that fall in love with your travel again idea. Yeah, fall in love with travel again. You guys, I'm giving you guys your campaigns. Take them, model it. It's my gift to you. Travel agents love prizes. Everybody loves prizes. Who doesn't love a good contest, a good prize? The other thing too, guys, is it doesn't have to be like expensive stuff. A lot of times you think, oh, I'd have to give away $100 gift card. No, like if you went and bought this cute, like who wouldn't, I'm not giving this away, so don't get excited. But if you go buy this mug at TJ Maxx for like, I don't know, $5-7, whatever it is, and you raffle that off, people will go crazy for that. So just be creative. Think about little tokens, but then talk about it a lot. Create the pictures, do the things. Dewey says, if looking to expand my team and bring on ICs, would we both need to pay for COV? Oh, Dewey, that's a great question. So if you're already experienced and you are growing a team, you actually want to apply for our Wanderlust CEO program. The Wanderlust CEO program is a little bit different. It's for people who are doing at least $200,000 to $300,000 in sales annually is kind of prerequisite. And then if you're building your ICs from there, you actually, when you're in the Wanderlust CEO program, your ICs that you bring on, they get a done-for-you training program that you can give away all year long to anyone you hire. So no, you don't have to pay extra for that. If you're in the Wanderlust CEO program, you pay one time. You can scale your team to whatever size. We've had people scale to 20, 30, 40, and then post-program into 40 and 50 ICs. So absolutely go to our website because I don't have the link I don't think I have the link for that one ready. No, I don't. So, but you can go to our website and you want to look for the Wanderlust CEO program. That is not like COV though. We don't enroll all the time. You can only get into that program in fall, which is right now, like this week, we're closing enrollment, or you'll wait till January will be the next enrollment period. So check that out if that's where you are in your stage of growth and progression. Crystal says, good morning, loving COV. Crystal, I'm so glad. Crystal is in our COV program, you guys. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh, these comments are coming fast and furious. Alma says future headquarters retreat. You know, Alma, that is one of the reasons we have a conference table. We have all of the things. If we do, I'm thinking more like VIP events or something for our Wanderlust CEOs, which you are. So yes, Austin is always a possibility. We do VIP days in Austin now, which will start to happen here in headquarters. But yes, as restrictions kind of start to come off, we will definitely be looking at those for the future. Austin is such a beautiful city. If you guys haven't been, even if you're not coming to visit me, get here. It's such a fun city to be a part of. Michelle says, how often would you recommend to be posting on social media? Trying to get an idea of how many creatives to create. Michelle, great question. We recommend 3 to 5 times a week on social media. If you can do it every day, that's great, but don't do it more than once a day because that actually hurts you in the algorithm. So those are secrets that we know from doing all of the things. But if you at least can do 3 a week that are pre-scheduled, I say do that in advance. And then if something comes up that you want to share, like the cupcake, right? The grape soda cupcake might be something extra that you share because it just popped into the world, right? But if you can do at least 3 that are planned and pre-scheduled and then maybe a couple more that are impromptu as you go, kind of go there. Dewey says, I'm scheduled with Karen next week for a discovery call. Yay. Dewey, I might have Karen reach out to you sooner because if you are thinking about Wanderlust CEO, that's going to be closed by the end of this week. So I'll reach out to Karen, have her touch base with you, see if you guys can connect this week before we close out enrollment and we can kind of go from there. But guys, great questions today. I knew that we were going to have a big show today with marketing and all of the things. In my heart of hearts, I always wish you guys so much love, so much abundance. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. And if this video gave you some value, please give it a big like. That's how we really determine how we're going to create more content for you over on YouTube. So love you guys so much. I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.